What's up, guys? Crazy Black 108 here, and I'm back. I'm back for another video. As you can tell, the hair is longer, the facial hair is all over my face, and quarantine hit different. That's all I just gotta say. Quarantine be hitting something different. But I've been trying to find the motivation in between work and personal life and personal things to get some content out for you guys. But I just really, I haven't been feeling it. There's one thing I've told myself with YouTube, and I know some of you guys may not like this, but if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna force it, because it's not healthy for me and the things I have going on in my life. And at the same time, it's also one of those things where it's like, it's not gonna get you guys the content you want. But the Rose 11s have had more images drop, and there was a video I filmed back in January that I'm currently trying to find and recover on my computer. I'm having my computer do a search right now. It's taking its time to do it. But I figured in the meantime, since I'm gonna give some updates to my thoughts about that particular shoe, I figured, while this is going on, we'll do something else. So, the Rose 11s, pretty cool looking shoe. To put it simply though, it's a mix match of some things that we know from the past. And so with that being the case, I figured I'd grab the things from the past so I can show you guys and put you guys on to some of the things that I'm noticing with a little bit of looks that we've seen at the shoes so far. And just so you guys can kind of see and have an idea of what the Rose 11 is going to look like for us fans that really are looking forward to having... Dang, this stack is too high. They're looking forward to having another pair of Rose shoes come into their life. I'm just gonna take the risk and maybe hit myself. I didn't, but that box did. Nah, that box survived. All right, so let's take a look at a couple things. All right. First off, the main thing that I want to talk about with the shoe are the callbacks, as I like to call them, that we can see to other shoes. Okay. So there's three shoes in particular that the Rose 11s are really giving me some heavy vibes of. They really look like, and if you start to, Sherlock Holmes it, this would start to allow you to piece together how is this shoe going to perform on court. At least, in my opinion, this will allow you to start putting those pieces together and figuring it all out. So, with that being said, let me grab for you the Rose 11. What I mean by the Rose 11, I mean the Rose 4s. Because this shoe right here, this toe box, same as the Rose 11s. And what's interesting about this is that, what does that mean in terms of how the shoe is going to feel? Because I've seen some people asking that. I mean, the Rose 4s just had they had an issue, in my opinion, where there's a lot of kind of dead space in the toe box. And so that may be the issue with the 11s. However, on all the 4s, it was that synthetic leather sprint web material, whereas this one has a knit on it. So that knit, while taking away creasing, it should also maybe fit a little bit snugger to the foot, which would be very cool. The other big thing about this shoe is you look at the midsole, and the midsole looks like this shoe. This is the Adidas Next Level. It's their no laces sneaker. I still have yet to play in these because, coronavirus. And also, I just like playing my Roses. And I can't lie, a shoe without laces in it, my play style, I feel like it concerns me. It concerns me, but I'm going to give it a shot still once the coronavirus stuff ends. But this midsole has light strike, and the light strike midsole in the Rose 11s looks to be identical to the light strike midsole on these Next Levels. The other thing too is when you look at the outsole, I'm excited about the outsole a lot. But one of the other things with the outsole that's very similar is how the torsional support is set up in it, which is very similar to here. And this pattern is kind of similar to what's going to be on the Rose 11, but instead of being that, the Rose 11 outsole actually matches more of this. And this is what's on the Rose 7s. And the Rose 7s, are by far my favorite D-Rose shoe. So look at those things and all the shoes that we currently have. That's something to notice. Rose branding on the shoe harkens back to a couple different things, which I'll get into now. So yeah, guys, looking at the Rose 11, a couple of other things I want to point out here that I think are really kind of just little fun little callbacks. So on the upper, you'll see that the words Adi Zero are on there, which is obviously a callback to the line being called the Adi Zero Rose in the past, which I think is just really cool. It's a fun little extra accent there to the shoe. But the other fun thing too is on the heel, they've thrown the D-Rose logo back on the heel, so that's cool. Because I know Derek really loves the fact that having his logo on the back of the shoe, because it, like he talked about with the 5s, it made him feel like, he really made it, made it another step further when it comes to a signature shoe, which I think is dope. But on the side there too, and that collar, which to me looks like it's a GeoFit collar around the ankle, you see the old Rose logo they had before he had the D-Rose logo itself. So that's the Rose with the E, and if you look at it, it also says 11. So it's a kind of weird placement, I would say, but I think it's cool, and I get it, and I dig it. I think it's cool. And this particular colorway here as well, it just reminds me of the first colorway of the Rose 10s that I reviewed. So I mean, it could work as a good Detroit colorway, but also with that multicolor up in the ankle color on the lining on the inside, what that reminds me of is the Black History Month Roses that came out, Rose 7s that came out. The other thing too I want to say as well is that tongue, with the way it's setting a length, it reminds me, there's some Nike shoes that have had tongues like that in the past. That looks like a neoprene sort of thing, but it's kind of interesting still, nonetheless. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really hopeful that this shoe is going to be great, because I realize that my favorite Rose shoe still is the Rose 7s, and so I've been trying to find more and more of those to keep on stock for myself so I can keep hooping in that shoe specifically, even though the other Rose shoes aren't bad. I do like the 10s, but when I do the new review on the 10s, I'm going to give a little update on my thoughts in regards to traction. But the Rose 7s have my favorite traction on, honestly, probably on any basketball shoe in a very long time. And it's been a long time since the Rose 7. We're talking, that was the first trade to New York. So, it's just cool, man, seeing the Rose line continue to grow, and the Rose 11s are awesome, and I can't wait for these to come out. And, when the stuff for the Rose 12 starts, popping up too, that'd be cool too. But the Rose 11s, man, can't wait for these. Gonna cop, day one. I do see that there is a media pack for these. Now, I don't know that media pack, though, is only for overseas or we're at, but Adidas, if you want to, I'd love to get a Rose 11 media pack. I'm just, I'm saying, we out here, we love D-Rose, we love the brand. Y'all know me, but I'm kidding. I'm not gonna beg for stuff, but I'm gonna beg for stuff. No, but I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Rose 11s. It's fun, man, to see the Rose line just continue, and this looks like an awesome step in the right direction. I think these are gonna go pretty nuts. And I'm looking forward to seeing them release. So yeah, let me guys know what you think in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at AdamMVPTurner. You guys saw that at the beginning of the video, but here's just me shouting it out. Subscribe, turn on the buzz notifications so you can see when stuff gets posted, and watch their content if you guys like it. Some of the skits, if you enjoy that stuff, watch that. That's something I did for a client actually, so that's where I was able to get that stuff done for a buddy. I find more motivation outside myself, which sometimes isn't a good thing. But we're working on that. So yeah, hope you guys have a great night and have a great rest of your weekend. Until next time, guys, peace, and I'll catch you guys around later. And yeah, have a great rest of the weekend.